Jim Crow laws were state and local statutes enacted mainly in the southern United States from the late 19th century until the mid-20th century that enforced racial segregation and discrimination against African Americans. These laws mandated separation in public spaces such as schools, transportation, restrooms, restaurants, and theaters under the doctrine of separate but equal, which was upheld by the Supreme Court in Plessy v. Ferguson, 1896. In practice, facilities and services for Black Americans were vastly inferior. Beyond physical segregation, Jim Crow laws systematically disenfranchised African Americans through poll taxes, literacy tests, grandfather clauses, and intimidation, effectively denying them political power. The system reinforced racial hierarchy, normalized violence and economic exclusion, and was often enforced through both legal penalties and extra-legal means, including lynching. Jim Crow began to be dismantled through decades of legal challenges and activism during the Civil Rights Movement. Landmark decisions and legislation, such as Brown v. Board of Education, 1954, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, and the Voting Rights Act of 1965, formally ended legalized segregation and discrimination. Despite their repeal, the legacy of Jim Crow continues to influence social, economic, and racial inequalities in the United States today. Let's analyze the example. Which supports and barriers were in play? What were the dynamics? Who or what won the tug-of-war? Discuss the outcome with your friends and family. Use post number 4 as a reference for the relationships and dynamics between supports and barriers. Thanks for watching.